Hey everybody, it's TF. Now, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another action figure review. This is going to be of the NECA Universal Monsters Ultimate Wolfman. Very excited to have this one. I've been wanting to get all the Universal Monsters. I found this one before the Mummy, though. I don't know if this one was supposed to come out before the Mummy, but the Mummy should be out very soon. I was looking for that one at a local Target and found this one, so either way, I'm pretty happy about that. Let's just go right to the packaging. There's a lot to talk about here. Top half. What you've been seeing is pretty much the original poster for the Wolfman. You can see this nice illustration right there. If you look at the top half as well as it says Wolfman. Towards the bottom half, they have the list of all the actors in the film. But towards the very bottom, as you can see there, it says Ultimate Wolfman. When we get to this side here, it's going to say the Wolfman, an image of the figure Universal Monsters NECA in Real Toys. Pretty much the same thing on the other side. But this time, we have a different image with some different accessories. On the top, it just says Wolfman. Ages 17 and up, as well as warning, choking hazard, and NECA. The very bottom has a lot of credits, the barcode, and a bunch of logos for NECA, Real Toys, Universal, as well as the Cheney Entertainment logo there too. On the back here, you can see just a wide image of a bunch of stuff that you get with this figure and how much you can pose it around and use all the different accessories. Well, it says Wolfman towards the top there. Zooming in right here, it says includes 3 heads, 5 hands, cane, bear trap, interchangeable feet, and stand. Now, when you open up the box here, it's just like a lot of the Ultimate figures from NECA. It's attached via Velcro. On this side of the flap, you can see an image of the figure right there in the display, looking really nice. And then just looking pretty close, you can see the top half of the figure, some of the accessories it comes with, and the bottom half as well. Let's go ahead and get this figure out of the packaging. Here's the Wolfman out of the packaging. This is a really awesome figure that comes with a lot of really cool stuff as well. So let's just jump right into the accessories, then we'll take a closer look at the figure. As you can see, this figure comes with a lot of really nice stuff for the price that you're paying for, which is like 30 to 35 bucks. First of all, we have this head sculpt here. I kind of wish it wasn't looking over to the right. I wish it was looking centered, and then we had the open mouth here. I give McFarlane Toys crap because they're doing the same thing. It wouldn't be fair if I didn't give it crap to NECA, but it's not the worst thing in the world in terms of, this figure here, because we have the other head that does look forward. It's just that maybe they should have had an articulated jaw, but I don't think the sculpt would look right. So, again, I wish it looked forward, but looking over like this isn't horrible. These details that you see here are really great with all the hair that is individually sculpted in there. You have a nice brown paint over the dark brown sculpt. You have the ears. The detail on the face alone also looks really nice. The eyes themselves also look really good. There's no complaints there. There's no splotching or anything. Pretty clean. Lots of nice different details. A little bit of like some shading. Just a little bit going on, like some of the creases around his face. You can see, if I zoom in a little bit more, the paint going on with the teeth and the tongue there too. So all that is just really, really awesome. And then we have this alternate head here.
Now, does this look like the actor Lon Chaney?
Close, but not 100%. I don't really know what it is that I think is off about it, but it's not so off that I don't think it's a good sculpt. It does look pretty good. It's just like he's a little cockeyed. As in like one eye is raised up. Well, the eyebrows look like it's raised up here, so that might be intentional, the way this one doesn't look as raised. But we do have some actually really good paint and sculpt going on in the face, especially around the mouth there. Like, this is a very realistic looking head sculpt here, man. I think did a really, really good job. There's a little bit of brown paint splotched onto the ear, if you can see there, so that's not my favorite in the world, sadly. But the details, like the swooping in the hair, as you can see there. Nice creases in the forehead, as well as around the eyebrows. Even some sculpting on the eyebrows and the eyes and all that. You can see the paint variation in the hair too. You just have this, sculpted neck that's attached there. So, very good looking. We have a very basic circular base here. Why do we have this, you might ask? It's because Wolfman is on his toes a lot. So you're gonna need he can actually stand on his heels and whatnot decently, but if you want to do certain poses, you will need to plug this in to the feet right there, where the peg holes, I should say, are there. As you can see, This may work for other NECA figures if you're having trouble standing them up sometimes and don't want a base that's too big, which the McFarlane Toys bases are nice, but sometimes they're a little too big in your display. This might be a good alternative for that. We also have the cane here from the film, which has some really nice silver. Looks like it's a little bit tarnished or maybe some gold in there, can't really tell. But yeah, that silver paint is really awesome. The sculpting in the cane, also very good. And then the rest of it is just mostly black molding going on, but the tip of the cane also looks pretty good. He also comes with these alternate calves, as you can see here. And these things, I popped these in and off earlier. They actually fit on really nice, and I didn't have a problem. I didn't need to heat these up. The toes themselves have some nice sculpting in, you know, individual toenails and whatnot. If I can zoom in on that. Yeah, so all that looks really good. Very nice and realistic. Even some of the, I wouldn't say tendons, but you know, the top of the feet, you know, just looking really nice. That's what the bottom of the feet. They actually have some creasing and whatnot on the bottom of the feet. That's really sick. We have alternate open hands with some creases in the hands. You can see those fingernails too. Back of the hands have some nice veins. This is a hand for holding the cane. Pretty nice, very basic. Last but not least, to talk about really quick, because I've been talking about these accessories for a little too long. It's a really cool bear trap that actually kind of works. Now, it's not going to snap your finger, but you push this down, this piece lifts up like a normal bear trap, and that way you can display it going in like this, you know, and then actually this piece here lifts up a little bit and it'll lock that, so that won't move until you push, you carefully push that down and reassemble it all. That is very, very sick, and it has really nice metallic paint. It's a bit brittle when it comes to the sculpt, so be careful not to mess around with it too much, but it has some nice tarnishing and some nice dry brushing throughout. It's just a very nice piece. So we get a lot of awesome accessories. So this head sculpt is pretty similar to the previous one I showed off, but this one is looking straight and the mouth is a little bit more closed. So the hair, again, all of that looks really nice. Nice realistic looking sculpting in the hair, as well as the face and the eyes. All of that looks really good. They've done an incredible job overall again. The sculpting, giving you a quick look at the paint variation throughout the fur, because this sculpt is, it's not the exact same, of course, but I think the way that the hair's done, it's similar, it's pretty similar. The fur, I should keep saying. There's even some fur in the neck that I forgot to mention. There's some paint variation in there too. So all that, man, looking really sick. We get down a little lower and you can see there's actually a wash, like a black wash, in the green of his shirt. All that looks nice too, with some nice wrinkles. This reminds me of some of the Jason figures that have some shirts like this. Pockets are nicely sculpted. A lot of wrinkles going on around the cuffs of the arms and whatnot. Well, there's the cuff, I should say. And then the rest of the arm, of course, looking nice. Here's these you know, wolf hands. All that looks really cool on the inside. You have these nice claws that are sculpted on, and then that's the back with all that nice fur detail, which that detail isn't continued onto the peg, but that's understandable. Probably would have gotten in the way of articulation. Yeah, these look great. Yeah, stellar sculpting, man. We have a little bit of silver on the buckle. There's the belt, and we have some nice creases in the pants with a little bit of I don't think I would say it's a wash, but there's definitely some paint variation of some black going on in here to make it look dirty. So that's cool. Nice wrinkles throughout the khakis here, these slacks. Nice line going all the way down here. That's what the back of the legs look like with those knees. The rolled up cuffs or whatever of the pants around the ankles. You can see these nice hairy boys down here. All that fur and the claws on there look really cool as well. It's a little distracting if you could see where the you know, the joint is, but just look at that paint variation, man. That still looks really good. At least it's the same color, you know, so that way it blends in a little bit better. And then that's what the bottom of the feet look like. You can see where it's flat here and how they kind of separate. Well, I wouldn't say separate, but flat surface angling into another flat surface there. And on these parts of the feet, the heels, they have some writing right there that I can't read right now. Yeah, all of that looks really awesome. In a few minutes, maybe just, a little under a minute, I'll bring on the alternate pieces to make him look like a normal guy. But for now, let's go over the articulation. This is going to be the same for all the other heads, where there should be a pin going up into the head. I can't really move it around too well right now, but it should also swivel at the head. But you also have the ball joint at the neck. So you're actually getting most of the articulation at that point. Side to side, down and up. The up could be a bit better because the pin isn't great going into the head, but the down's pretty fine and all that. Arms go all the way around. They also go in and out. Could almost go all the way to the side. Pretty close. Swivel here at the elbow. Now, they are single-jointed elbows. However, these bend really well. I really like that bend here. The only thing about it is that you can see it looks a little too round here, but I don't really care that much. That's a very awesome bend. We also have a swivel at the wrist as well as a hinge at the wrist. This is for pretty much every hand. Have a swivel here. Forward, back's not great. Side to side is also not amazing, but the swivel is just fine. I think the overlay here gets in the way of potential articulation, or it could be an entire sculpt. I don't know because I don't want to cut this off. But what I can tell you is that we have legs that only go outward that much, so that's not amazing. It's because of the this gets in the way and it is a soft plastic. But it does have a little bit of back motion. In and out is actually really good, almost a full split. So that's sick. And then upper thigh swivel is there. It's just not that amazing, sadly. Maybe a little bit better on this side, not entirely sure. Sculpting gets in the way here. Single joint knee that bends at 90, swivels here. We also have a swivel at the actual calves. Downward is really good. Upward is really good too for the feet, and we do have ankle rockers. So here are all the pieces I'm bringing up the figure that I have put on here to basically make, the de-wolfed version. This is really cool. You could basically make this, an entire new figure. If you add some stuff on your own, like maybe some new legs, so you doesn't have bare legs and whatnot, you can make this like a civilian figure basically for some of your displays. It's very cool that they gave us the option to do the wolf version and a normal man version. As you can see, Wolfman scales pretty well with other NECA figures like Michael Myers right next to him. And on the far right, we have Frankenstein there, which is going to be the tallest out of the bunch. But with 6-inch figures like Marvel Legends and Black Series, as you can see on the left, you're going to definitely, as you can see, these figures are going to tower over those. So overall, this figure is a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be a nice looking figure with some good accessories, but it actually has a lot of different stuff you can do with it, especially with the alternate human parts and whatnot, the alternate heads. And those accessories are really cool. I especially like the bear trap. It's a really awesome accessory. The detail and paint on here, of course, it's NECA. They always do a great job. I have yet to find a NECA figure, at least in the past few years, that I have absolutely hated when it comes to paint and details. And this is no exception. Very happy to have this in my collection with the rest. Well, just the other Universal Monster I have right now. Can't wait for the Mummy to come out. Can't wait for a lot of the Universal Monsters to come out. This thing's a little over 30 bucks. I got mine at a Target. I'll leave some links down below where you can try to find this. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment down below what you think about the figure, what you think about the review. Leave a like, share amongst your friends. Follow me on Instagram for more content over there, and I'll see you guys later.